Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video, and today we are solving simultaneously for x and y. So this is a case whereby you have two unknowns, x and y. It can be a variable, of course. It can be z, whatever they decide, but usually it's x and y. So yeah, solve for x and y. Right. So the first step that I'm going to take is to say 2 to the power x. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So from equation 1 I'm just gonna make x the subject of the formula, right? So 2x, so for this part I'm actually going to transpose it to the other side. 2x is equal to 2 to the power y plus 2, and then I'm just going to equate the exponents simply because the bases are the same, right? So yeah, let me do that. If the bases are the same, you can actually equate the exponents, say y plus 2. So I have x now, and I can actually substitute x everywhere where there's like x, basically, in equation 2. So right, let's do that. This is equation 1. Still, I just made x the subject of the formula, right? Substitute. Oh, they say sub. Yeah, that's what they do. Sub 1 into 2, right? So equation 2 says, I'm gonna write it on purpose, x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equal to 36. And every where I see x, I'm simply gonna put this, right? So it will be y plus 2 squared plus 2 into y plus 2y, right? Because that's what it says. I included the brackets as well. Then plus y squared is equal to 36, right? So I continue by saying this is going to be y squared plus 4y plus 4 plus 2y plus 4. Then there's a y here. It also has to multiply. And then plus y squared plus, oh, is equal to 36, by the way. Sorry. Is equal to 36. I hope you can still see, right? So now I continue by saying y squared plus 4y plus 4, and then plus 2y squared, because this multiplies this, right? It's the same as having maybe this y in front of the bracket, you know. So yeah, and we are also going to have 4y because the 4 multiplies the y. And then we also have plus y squared is equal to 36. Right now, let the simplification process begin. All right. I just want to use another marker just so you can see, right? Thanks. All right. I'm just gonna use pink. We all love pink, guys. All right. This is y squared. This is y squared. This is y squared, right? And this doesn't have y squared. This doesn't have y squared. Yeah, and we're done. And also, maybe I know that you won't be able to see this one, but this is a number constant, and this one is a constant. So yeah, all right, so we simplify just like that. Right, so we're simply going to say y squared plus 2y squared, it's equal to 3y squared, and then plus this y squared, that's going to be 4y squared. Right, we're done with the y squared. And we also have 4y plus 4y, and we're done with the 4y's, so it's going to be 8y. And we also have 4, which can also be added with this, but it changes the sign, so it's going to be 4 minus 36, so it's going to be minus 32 is equal to 0. So let's try maybe divide by 4, because it looks like we are winning. I don't know. We divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. All right, it's going to be y squared and 2y and 8. All right, so now we are actually going to factorize, guys. We are actually going to factorize. Let's try. If I fail, I am actually going to use the quadratic, but I just love to at least try first and see how far I can go. It's equal to 0. So you have y here, you have y here, and now we're looking for a number. All right, guys, believe me, it's going to be 4 and 2. All right. All right. The reason why I decided to choose maybe 4 and 2 is, if you were to multiply 4 and 2, you would get 8. But if you were to add maybe a negative 2 with a positive 2, you would get something like a 2. So we have the last term, we have the middle term. Now it's going to be another step for us to find maybe the signs, right? So the bigger number takes the sign of the middle term. All right, so I'm just gonna say plus and minus. Right, so now I'm simply going to say y is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 4. Now what you do from here is to, right guys, I just hope you can see this. Right, now what you do from here is to try to find maybe your x's, because you have two y's here, two y solutions. Now you try to find your x's. All right, let's do that. Sub y into equation 1. Right, so equation 1 says x is equal to y plus 2, or x is equal to y plus 2. So I'm then going to say x is equal to 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and on this other side I'm simply going to say x is equal to minus 4 plus 2. So x is definitely minus 2. So we, just like that, we have solved for x and y simultaneously. And you can also test this by actually taking one x and y and substituting it into one equation. Right, you can take any, but it has to match. It has to match, guys. Make sure that you are careful on this part. All right, let's at least try to do let's test. Right, so we're simply going to say 2 to the power, there was x, so we're going to say 4 minus 2 to the power y was 4. Oh no, y was 2, so 2 plus 2, it's 0. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you next time. Goodbye. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.